Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Aisha Khalid and welcome to my channel Math Madness by Aisha Khalid. So we were solving May June 2024 paper 12. I've already solved question 1 to question 5 in the previous video. So let's start with question number 6. The curve with equation this has a minimum point at A and intersects the positive x-axis at B. Minimum point means the differential is equals to 0. Let's differentiate it. 2 minus, bring the power down, subtract 1 from the power. The differential is equals to 0. So A becomes 4 comma. Let's input the same point 4 in the original equation. That's my A point. Now B, positive x-axis means x comma 0. Let's keep the y value 0. Same basis, powers will subtract. That's my answer. Let's move on to the next part of the question. The diagram shows the curve with equation this and the line AB. It is given that equation of AB is this. Find the area of the shaded region. So we know that if we talk about area, this is A and this is B. A is 4, B is 16. And we have to, when we find out the area of the curve, it's going to be all of this. Minus area under the line. When you subtract, you get the shaded area. So what I'm going to write is curve. The limits are 16.4. The limits are also 16.4. I can take the integral sign and the limits common out. Let's put it in. Acha. Another most important thing is this area is below x-axis. So the either you multiply equation by minus, or when you get negative area, you consider it as positive because area cannot be negative. Okay. Now what is the curve equation? Taking the LCM for these two, 6 4x upon 3. Now integrate it. Let's put the limits now. Two upon 3. What do we get now? 0 with the upper limit. 32 upon 3 with the lower limit. So we get an area of minus 32 upon 3. I said because the area is below the x-axis, that's why it's coming as negative. So we'll consider the area as a positive area because area cannot be a negative value. Let's move on to the next question. All right, so let's begin with question number 8. The diagram shows a symmetrical plate A, B, C, D, E, F. The line A, B, C, D is a straight and the length of BC is 2 centimeter. Each of the two sectors A, B, F and D, C, E is of radius R and each of the angles is equal to pi upon 3. Alright, so let's work on the diagram. We can see that this is a trapezium. Alright, let's draw perpendicular lines. So this is 90 degree, which means pi by 2. What will this angle be? Pi by 2 minus pi by 3 gives you pi by 6. What is the radius given to me? The radius is 0.4. Using this, can we find out this length? With respect to this angle, this is opposite. So sine pi by 6 equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. So the value of opposite comes out to be 0.2. 0.2, 0.2, and since this is 2, so this will also be 2. So this becomes 2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2 gives you a 2.4 centimeter. Now, find the area of the plate. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. So if for area, I can see that the yellow region was the trapezium. Area of trapezium is half into height into sum of parallel sides. What is the height here? Half into. We know this is 0.4, this is 0.2. Using Pythagoras, can we find out the height? So x becomes 0.346. I did this directly in the calculator. Sum of parallel sides. So the area of trapezium becomes 0.762. Now we have two sectors. One is this sector and the other is this sector. How do we find out area of the sector? Area of two sectors is going to be half r square theta. Two sectors, so multiply this by 2. So area sector is 0.167. Now, for total area, what we do is we add both the areas. 0.167 plus 0.762 gives me 0.93. Now, the last part of the question says, it is given instead that the perimeter is 6, find the value of r. So if I look at the diagram, trapezium with two sectors. Okay. Radius to radius. This is a pi by 3, so this is arc length, which is going to be r theta. Okay. This is 2, this is r theta. And this is pi by 6 and this is r, so this is sine pi by 6 r. Sine pi by 6 r. Let's put everything in a single equation. So we know sine pi by 6 r multiplied by 2 because there are 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus r pi by 3 plus r equals to 6. This 4 goes on the other side and subtracts. What do we get? 2. I'm taking 2r common out from here. Pi by 3 plus 1. 2 cancels out. My radius becomes 0.393. How do I find out the radius? 1 divided by the value of this entire bracket, which is 2.5. So I hope the concept is clear. Let's move on to the next question. All right, now let's look at the new question. A function f is such that f bar x is equals to, so this is the differential given to me. Determine the set of values of x for which f of x is decreasing. Decreasing means that the differential should be lesser than 0. So let's solve it. Power comes down. Okay. Since we have the differential given in the question, Let's open it up with identity. Nine plus 4 is a 13. So whenever there's a less than inequality sign, this is how we set it up. All right, now let's look at the next question. The next question says, given that f of 1 equals to minus 1, f of 1 equals to minus 1 means we have to find the equation f of x. F bar x is given to me as 6. Let's integrate it. Add plus 1 to the power divided by new power into the differential of the inside expression. Now it says f of 1 equals to minus 1. Let's input 1 in the entire expression. So this becomes f of x equals to 2x minus 3 whole cube minus 3x square plus 3. All right, now let's move on to the next part of the question. The equation, okay, this is a new question. The equation of the curve is this. The point P is moving along the curve in such a way that dy upon dt is minus 5. Decreasing means it's minus. Find the rate at which the x coordinate is increasing when y is equals to 32. So let's put the y value 32 first thing to find out the value of x. (27). Remember, when the power goes on the other side, it reciprocates. I have written 27 as 3 cube. 9. So x equals to minus 2. Now, we have to find out dy by dx. dy by dx is going to be, my y is, what is my equation? My equation is 5 minus 2x power 3 upon 2 plus 5. Now, bring the power down, subtract 1 from the power. The differential of the inside expression is multiplied plus 0. So this is my differential. Now in the differential, I input minus 2. So what do I get? So minus plus 9 power half into minus 3. 9 power means square root of 9 is 3. So dy by dx becomes minus 9. Let's put everything in the chain rule. Chain rule says dy upon dt equals to dy upon dx into dx upon dt. This is what they're asking us. This is minus 5. dy by dx is a minus 9. So dx upon dt comes out to be 5 upon 9, which is going to be my answer. Now, let's move on to the next part of the question. All right, now part B says point A on the curve has y coordinate 32. So what is my equation of the curve? Let's go back. Y equals to 5 minus 2x to the power 3 upon 2 plus 5. What is the differential? The differential is minus 3, 5 minus 2x to the power half. Now, the y coordinate is 32. In the previous part, my y value was given to me as 32. And I found my value of x as minus 2. We're going to use that in the next part. So A is minus 2 comma 32. Now for coordinate of B, the gradient of the curve at B is minus 3. 1 square is 1, so I'm not doing all that working. So my value of x comes out to be going to be x equals 2 plus 2. Now let's put this in the original equation to find out my value of y. 1 plus 5, my value of y is 6. So my b coordinate comes out to be 2 comma 6. Now they want us to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. Perpendicular bisector means A is minus 2 comma 32, B is 2 comma 6. I find out my midpoint first. 0, and this is going to be a 19. Find out the gradient. Gradient comes out to be minus 13 upon 2. Now, what is the, since they say perpendicular bisector, so my gradient will become 2 upon 13. Y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Y minus 19 equals to mx minus 0. So my equation is going to be 13. Y minus 247 equals to 2x, which is going to be my answer for the equation of perpendicular bisector. And that's the end of the paper. Stay tuned to my channels where I will be solving more papers. Allah Hafiz.